about 14 years ago, but I never thought I'd be standing here. On April the 4th, 1994, the doctors gave me 6 months to live. I had 4 heart failures, liver and kidney damage called cirrhosis, and neurological damage in my legs and feet called neuropathy, which I still have. You see, I'm living proof, ladies and gentlemen, that you can't drink a half gallon of vodka a day and get away with it. Yeah, the legendary Dave King is a drunk. And he's standing here in front of us. Maybe there's some acceptance for him. You see, I never drank when I was here. When I got out of here and left alone on my own devices, I couldn't face the world much anymore. It wasn't what I could do. And I really didn't care. Isn't that sad? See, I couldn't accept myself. How then can I accept anyone else? And isn't it true that those who don't accept others really have an awful hard time accepting themselves? I can't stand what I see in the mirror every morning, ladies and gentlemen, because if I admitted that, what are they going to say about me? And so I drank it away. And I suspect there are folks in here who have friends who have substance problems, parents, elderly uncles, whatever. But someone somewhere was looking out for me, and I went into a rehab situation, and I came out, and guess what? I worked there for 6.5 years, working with people. And I went back to teaching, but I didn't teach. I worked with kids who had problems with alcohol and drugs. And I took them off the street and put them in hospitals and tried to save their lives. These people aren't usually accepting. Those of us who take ourselves away with substances, we can't accept the real world for what it is every day. Living every day. Having to understand that everybody in the world is different than we are. Everyone. I'm not talking white, black, orange, red, yellow, green, polka dot, stripe. I'm not talking that. I'm talking about the way we think. The way we sell ourselves to bring ourselves in front of people. Say, I am. Who are you? People kind of wonder about me because I go out of my way to introduce myself to everybody, even little kids. They have a right to know, and I think pretty much of myself. That I'm worthwhile now. Well, I've been very fortunate, ladies and gentlemen. I've spoken all over the United States of America. I've made 3 television shows for public television. I've done a couple of tapes. I've done a couple of video things. And I'm still Froat Valley, born and bred. The one place in all the world I want to be standing is right here, right now, this minute, with you. All the 100 and some odd people's different faces I'm looking at, and the different cultures I'm looking at, and the different smiles I'm seeing, and the different frowns. And is he really pulling my leg? Was he really? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. See, I don't hide it. I don't pretend to be anonymous. I'm too big to hide. And I use this to talk to people like you. Am I proud I was a drunk? Nope. Did I do some things I'd like to take back? Yep. Did I treat my children poorly? Sometimes. And my wife? Sometimes. But she's been with me since 1955. It's a long time. Maybe she saw something in me I didn't see in me. You know, if you haven't figured it out now, how much I love this place. How much I love what we do here. And the reason I love it is because you're sitting here in it. If you're not here, what is it? A nice place built by the Westfield Y with nobody in it but nice benches and ghosts. Well, I live in the real world, ladies and gentlemen. I can walk across these fields when the wind's blowing through those trees up on top of Wildcat, and I can hear some voices that you are never going to hear. And I can see some faces that you're never going to see. Some of my boys that I had are dead. And some of my girls that I had are dead. And I'm standing here in front of you, given that second big chance. I have 9 grandchildren. Actually, I'm going bankrupt while I'm talking to you here, but that's all right. We talk diversity. You want to see diversity? You come in this camp. You drive in that road. You know when, if you've been here before a couple of years, you know that when you come in this road, there's a fixed point in a changing world, and this is it. You know what you're going to get here. You're going to be accepted when you walk in here for who you are, not who you pretend to be. Because I have pretended to be a lot of things. I have pretended to be a lot of things. One of them I'm not is a phony. And I'll tell it like it is. Because I got to tell you, the easiest way to lose your faith is to lie to you. I learned it a long time ago as a teacher in high school, as a high school principal and so on. You never, ever lie to young people. They may not like what you say, but you don't lie. What does this have to do with diversity? It has to do with the way we think, the way we approach the world, the way we see people through our eyes. If you see negative all the time, then that's what you're going to end up being, and that's what you're going to have a sad life. But if you think, there's hope for this person, there's hope for me, we can get along, I like him, she's a friend of mine, I don't see her very often, but I look for her when I come back to camp. Very simple thing. How many of you have been here more than 1 year? I rest my case. They're heavy this morning. You thought you were getting something light, right? Wrong. So I don't know how else to be. I am what I am. I'm proud of where I am. For a lot of you folks, I'm an old man. I am. 71 years old. But I can still see the floor. I can still hit a golf ball. I can still laugh and sing. I can outrun one of my grandchildren on the beach, but he cheats and knocks me down. And he's 7 years old. Wants to be like his father. Same thing. To be here, sing with you in that dining hall yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, just blew me away. Because I never thought I'd ever get a chance to do it again. Diversity. You are diversity. I wear a thing on my shirt. My son went to this school. It's called Pennsylvania State University in Penn State. Played ball for them, etc. And he comes from a school that when they play football, 100,000 people yell at one time, "We are Penn State." That's all they yell. We are Penn State. You don't have to yell it. When you snap your fingers, I'll know we are Froat Valley.